Hey guys, welcome to the stream space, or I should say welcome back if you've been here before. We are here to unbox some stuff. Now, we've done a few unboxings, which they are not all live yet, so stay tuned so I can keep you posted anyways on the stuff that we're doing. So we have unboxed lightsabers, we have unboxed Power Rangers weapons as replicas. We have released our first video from the current series. Sorry, two of the videos from that series, which is the Power Sword and the Saber-Tooth Power Daggers. Now, we got upcoming, we got our friends, the Power Lance, which I say friends because it is a weapon that splits into two, and the Dragon Dagger, which is in. We just got to do a video, but we want to compare it to the Legacy one while we're at it. So, that's coming. We're going to film that sometime this week. Don't worry. We won't make it wait too long. Today, what we're filming this is the Amazon exclusive Power Rangers Megazord. Bluebell does not like it. But anyways, this is you can order this off Amazon. This is like 165 bucks Canadian. So I want to see what the hell they're charging so much for, because the Zap Project one is only $100 more. Maybe a little bit less. I had to order that one from the States because I can't frickin' find it here. And the Zap one, that's a Sword Ascension project. So that's their super detailed one. We're going to be, when it's in, we're going to be doing a combo video with it and the Dragon Zord, because we have them both. And we're going to test out their combiner abilities and everything. And we'll even bring this guy back in so you can see if it can combine with it. I don't know if it can. This guy looks like it's going to be significantly bigger than the Legacy version. And I have the Legacy one here. Once we actually get this out of the box and start looking at some of the Zords, I will show you a constructed version of both side by side. We'll take a picture or we'll hold them up, whatever it comes down to, and see what we got. But let's get started. Let's pop this guy open. I'm lazy and I didn't bring a cutting tool with me and I don't want to go get one, so I'm not going to. Thumbnails it is. Too bad, Dragon Dagger, you could have shown your sharpness or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know, I just work here. I don't work here. I barely live here. God, I'm always at work or at a client, so... yeah, and so this is going to be our video for this week, and next week we're going to post all of our, we're going to continue posting our weapon ones, so this is going to be fun. It's kind of nice to do one of these. So I'm going to tell you right now, this is actually the first Dino Megazord. Like, being a 90s kid, I saw my first episode of Power Rangers at the age of 3, and I never actually had this Megazord. I didn't have any of the Mighty Morphin Megazords either, if I'm being honest. I didn't even have Zeo. I didn't get my first Megazord until Turbo. I got the Turbo Megazord. The least liked Power Rangers series, and that's the one I got. I also had In Space, and I had the Zeo Red punching one. I don't remember. It was the Zeo Combat Zord. I don't remember. What the fuck do you want? What do you want? Meow! 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 You just want me to go let you upstairs. You're stuck here. She's mine now. I mean, she was always mine, but anyways. Okay, let's see what we got here. So, we're popping this guy open. I really hope I'm not disappointed with this, guys. I really hope not. Okay, okay, so what they do for these guys is called plastic-free packaging. So they do not have anything other than... Oh, sorry, this is pre-plastic-free packaging. I apologize. I'm absolutely incorrect and kind of a dumbass. So anyways, let's start popping these guys out. What this should boast over the Legacy version, while not necessarily in terms of quality, will be in the world of articulation and detail to an extent. Legacy is older, so let's start with taking these Zords out. So, yeah, here's the first one. We got Saber-Tooth. I will say that I'm not a fan of the quality. This does not feel like $165. They're lucky I'm a fucking sucker, I guess. So we got our yellow Zord, the saber-toothed tiger. Thought it'd be appropriate to do this one first. I'm gonna tell you right now, stickers are irritating the shit out of me because they're not sticking very well. So there's the first one. Let's pop on to this. Ow, that hurt. We got our friend the pterodactyl. At least it's complete. Now, what I'm seeing for terms of size is that it is seeming to be very similar to the Legacy. So, what I think it's going to boast is the additional articulation. So, anyways, there's the pterodactyl. Let's go! Triceratops! Fuck you! Anyways. Okay. Now, when we do the Zap one, like I said, we're going to get all three of these guys together so you can see what's going on here. But anyways, there's our friend the Triceratops. Very similar. Very, very, very simple. Now, we got some little goodies that the Legacy one that I have actually doesn't have. So, my Legacy one has the sword, but it's broken at the hilt. So, we actually have the power sword. And it's complete. Even though if it's not very pretty, I may consider actually painting this because, I mean, it would look pretty sick if it was painted. Our friend the Mastodon. Okay, not bad. My favorite, best for last. The T-Rex. Now, what I might end up doing is taking taking this one and keeping it apart for the most part. I will say it's kind of cool. It's got a little more detail around the hips there, where its haunches are. There's more detail than you would get from the Legacy one. The Legacy one is just silver. It's metal, metallic paint and stuff like that. But like ultimately, it's not as detailed as this. So, I don't know. Like I said, this is full plastic and kind of annoys me. I almost want to take the wings off and give them to the Legacy for the pterodactyl. And that's where I am with that because the pterodactyl is the only part of my Legacy one that I'm unhappy with because it actually doesn't have wings. But I could actually pop, if they're the same size, I could probably pop the wings off and clip them in. And just have this as the constructed one and the Legacy as the non-constructed one. Okay, so we got everything out of the box. There's a slip of paper in here. I'm not sure if it's an instruction manual or yeah, it's just an instruction manual. We're not going to worry about that. The transformation system on these guys is exactly the same as the Legacy one. I can kind of see that from just the general design of it. One other thing that I did get out of there, and this goes on the pterodactyl, is the little cannons. Which is actually interesting because it tells me where they go on the pterodactyl. So they're technically the feet. Bluebell. Bluebell. Meow. 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 Try not to be too rough, because to slip these on, they go over the stickers. So this is kind of flexible. The pterodactyl feels a little flexible, so I don't really like that. But anyways, that's the pterodactyl with its cannons attached. So, kind of go over them. One last time, we'll just take a better look at the T-Rex now that I got free hands. Okay, so I just took its foot off. Barely touched it in the foot. Now, I will say I'm a strong guy, so Let's just try and fix that real quick, okay? Oh, that's funny. The first thing we do. Away goes the foot. I'm annoyed with that. I hate that. That pisses me off. Fuck you guys. Listen here, you little shit. Get back on there. I'm gonna murder you. There will be no murdering because I got it to work. Okay. Now, I'm gonna work carefully this time. Yeah, there we go. All right. All right, there's our T-Rex. So let's go over them one more time. So we got the T-Rex, Jason, / Rocky. I'll give him some credit, even though technically his Zord was more the gorilla or the the Thunder Zord, the Dragon Thunder Zord. Mastodon. Pterodactyl. Triceratops. Saber-toothed tiger. Now, while we're at this, I figure we'll take a quick look at Legacy. Okay? We're going to take a quick look at them. Now, it has more weight than the other case. This is what I mean. My sword's broken. But it's a much nicer version of the sword. Anyways, I can tell you right now the sword is bigger. So this is the Legacy version. Okay? So you got some die-cast joints right here. And right here. The pieces that come out of the Saber-tooth and the Triceratops, those are metal right here. Helmet's normal, not metal. This is what's wrong with my pterodactyl. It has no wings. So I would laugh if they were compatible, because I would absolutely steal them. This is the prettier of the two versions of this Zord. So we'll quickly pop this guy back into its individual Zords so you can see each one in their forms. And then we'll put them both together and do a side-by-side comparison. Okay? Alright. So it's what it's looking like, though, is the Legacy one is bigger. Not by much, but enough for me to notice. Some of these can be a little difficult to take apart. Okay. Okay, so we'll pop these guys back into their individual Zord modes. What I love is how the TV show actually outlined this perfectly. Okay. Okay. There's a Legacy T-Rex. Let's compare them. So, yeah, there's a bit of a size difference in terms of, like, I would say that the Legacy one is a slightly bigger, and its stickers are all reflective, whereas this one's they're flat, or or it doesn't even have them; they're painted on. So, okay, T-Rex. There's the additional detail on the back. So this one has the vents. This one's vents do not have color or painting. The tail is much more detailed. And this one, well, you can tell it's super thin, flimsy, and, you know, not detailed at all. Okay. So that's... We're going to pop... So there we go. We're going to pop this guy into Zord mode. That's basically what we'll do is we'll show them all side by side in their regular forms, and then you will get to see them transform. Or I'll do my best to show the transformation. I'm seeing a minor difference in how the head transforms on the T-Rex. Okay, so there's this cowl around the neck that's not there on the other one. So that obviously, that goes inside, clip, arms go up into an upright position, like that. The legs fold into each other. Okay. Okay. Now, in traditional show fashion, we're not doing anything with these fins until final construction. That's the last piece. That's always the last piece. Okay, let's look at one I'm the most curious about is the pterodactyl. Okay, so I'm just going to pop its guns in place on this one as well. So I actually didn't know where these went, by the way, because I was like, what are these even for when I first picked this thing up? Okay, so let's take a look. This is the Hasbro / Amazon, whatever. Okay. This is Legacy. Now, like I said, Legacy has no wings. I need to get wings for it. I would feel a lot better if I did have wings for it. But anyways, that's them side by side. So one is ever so slightly bigger and thicker than the other. So this is the piece that becomes the chest plate on the Zord after everything else is formed. It is the second last component of the transformation. Okay, so we'll set those guys. So to prep this one, it always folds the head in, bring its wings in. So it's like that. Actually, I'm wondering, no, it looks like that's right. Then you take the legs off, and those will go on the back of the mastodon after it becomes the arms. Okay, there's our chest plate. We're all ready. Okay. Now, as I said, we're going to pop each one into their Zord modes so you can see if they look like side by side and in Zord mode. Then we're going to put them all together. Okay, so we're going to get this guy ready. So as I said, the cowl's a little different around the neck. You could actually see the Megazord's face through the cowl on, through this little neck piece on the other one. Okay, so it opens up, goes straight in. You go like that. You lean the head forward ever so slightly as you transform it. Click, up, up. Then you go down to the legs, fold them, straighten them out, break the tail. Don't break the tail. Don't actually break it. What I mean by break it is flatten it out so that it's sticking out like that. Like a reverse words that's not safe for... Anyways. Okay, so that's 2 Zords down. A couple more to go. Okay, so let's talk about Legacy. Legacy Triceratops. So they are almost identical in size. Almost. Maybe the wings will fit on the other one. I don't know. So here you go. Okay, this is Legacy. This is Amazon exclusive. The horn is bigger. The head's a little bigger. It's more detail on the mechanical zones, and the stickers are a lot nicer. There's no stickers in there, like there is in here. So, I don't know. I would say, yeah, the detail's kind of annoying. Transformation is very simplistic on this. You fold this part down, bring it up. It's now a foot. You're breaking shit. Okay. Well, that's nice and stiff. I will give him that. That was nice and stiff. It didn't want to move. And I mean that's only a good thing to me because it's like I don't want it to be like what am I trying to say is that like it's not super loose. So like the foot's flopping around as you're trying to move it and stuff. Okay, so pop open. We're gonna get the mastodon here into its own Zord mode. Okay. Okay, so this is the Legacy Mastodon. So also, and as a side note, doubles as the shield. So here's the Hasbro. Here's the Legacy. You can see, slight size difference. So it's seeming that the Legacy is going to be ever so slightly bigger. I would say this one is a little bit more beat up because it is missing some of its stickers. But you can see, like, it's not as clean in terms of coloring. So it's like a blacky, it's like a gray instead of a black on this one. So I almost like the coloring on this one. It's like black and green, and it kind of feels like it matches across the board. However, this one is very likely more like screen accurate. So anyways, the head pops off. Nice solid clip on that to become the Mastodon shield, which is great. I would say that that works perfectly on both of them. And then you fold the legs up just like that. Bring up the shoulder pads so you can finish that part. Okay. 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 And so it becomes kind of a jacket. And then it clips on like that. So you got these parts on the back. The cannons actually affix to the back of them and stick upward like they do in the show. Okay. Just now we're going to see how this one works, because this one might be a little different. This was in full form when I picked it up. Okay, so okay, so the clips on this actually move, which is kind of interesting because it means you can move the head around if you want to play with it and stuff. And the joints on that one, by the way, around the arms and the elbows were actually, they're metal. Okay. Continuing. Bring up the shoulder pads. Fold that into itself so it becomes its hands. Okay, and then you fold it out nicely. Now I will say the joints on this are extra stiff. Like, frickin' let go, bro. What the hell? Doesn't want to let go. What the hell? Okay, so something that's a little concerning is just how good of a grip this has on it. Okay? So in there, it's supposed to come off. I'm afraid to break it. That was kind of anxiety-inducing. I did not want to come loose. Okay, so just like the other one, it's like a jacket. It's significantly smaller, except one difference: it has actual elbow joints. While they're not metal, they at least move around, which you don't get from the other one. Okay, pop these into place. I would say that this is a teeny bit more detailed in terms of the Mastodon Zord. I don't know. That's my opinion. Okay. Also, the range of movement on the joints here isn't as good. Okay, now let's go Saber-Tooth Tiger. So again, this is what annoys me about the stickers. Look how nice they are on this one. This is the Legacy. Okay. Alright. The tail is metal. So, flip that. Legs go in. Foot. Foot. I'll give you a clear image of the foot. Let's actually arrange the legs in the right order. Okay, so that was Legacy's version of it. There's our Amazon version. Head flips up, nice and actually, and I'll give it points, nice and stiff. Stand the teeth up, because they actually are supposed to be standing up. I didn't do that on the other one, but I will when I actually put it all together. Okay, tail goes in like normal, and again, detail change. This is plastic. No sticker in there either. The stickers on the outside really aren't that good. Okay. All right. We are, I think, ready to assemble. Okay? Where is everybody? Okay. There's this guy. So we'll start with Legacy. Okay. Now this thing is significantly older than the one from Hasbro, so it is loose in a lot of places. Okay. Okay, there it is. Full form. Nice and pretty. Now for the other one. I keep looking down because I'm using the image of the Megazord as a reference. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be afraid to disassemble this given the quality. Ooh, that leg is like already like super loose. It wasn't when it started. Okay. Just shot myself with the foot again, and the leg fell off. Ah! Stupid! I'm gonna tell you right now, this is kind of a bitch to get back on here. Okay. Try this again. Okay, and so far, so annoying. I want to say good, but at the same time, I'm really annoyed with how hard that freaking foot was to deal with because it flew. Okay. Got our arm / mastodon coming back. Again, I'm a little nervous about these clips because they are actually quite good. Hang on. Okay, I was making sure that didn't like break itself or something. Okay. Okay. And last but not least, T-Rex tail. All right. And that's that one. Now what I can tell you is it has hip articulation and shoulder / elbow articulation. Plus, you can turn the hands. You can't do that on the other one. Okay, let's do a size comparison. Let's see which one's bigger. Once they're fully formed, of course. Okay, so obviously, significantly smaller. Way, way tinier. The shoulder pads on this guy are beefy and armored. Oh, we forgot one thing. Megazord mode activated. I feel like this would just make the shutdown noise from Windows XP or something. Or the error noise. Go to click it. Dong! Fucking foot flies off. Yeah, so that's them. Bigger, smaller, much nicer stickers, die-cast parts, all plastic. Doesn't look bad. I mean, it looks like the Dino Megazord, which I've always found to be quite a badass little creation. Now, I'm not going to show off the peripherals for the other one because they're not in good condition. So it would not be a fair comparison. However, I will put on this one so we can see. Okay, and there we go. Fully formed, ready for battle. So this has kind of been a bit of an adventure. So we had problems with things not staying together. That was annoying. Sticker quality isn't great. The articulation is cool. I will say that much. I like the articulation. I actually think it makes perfect sense. However, this guy's going to live in... it's going to live in its individual forms up in front of the Lightning Collection figures that I have. I'm not putting them... It will not scale with the Legacy... the Lightning Collection version of the Megazord, the Zap Project one. So I'm not even going to try. I was going to try. I was curious. But that means I have to unbox my Megazord because it's actually still in its package. And I'm waiting for the Zap Project Dino Megazord to come in so then I can actually unbox it and then put them together and do a video for you guys. Anyways, so, yeah, I mean, overall, I'm not unhappy. But I definitely don't think it stacks up in terms of the Zords. I don't think it stacks up to the Lightning, the Legacy. When Zap comes in, then we'll know for sure, because then that's actually Lightning Collection. This is the Hasbro Amazon exclusive, so it's not exactly Zap Project. It's somewhere in the middle. It's meant as a toy versus a collectible. So anyways, that's been my Amazon exclusive Dino Megazord unboxing. Things that we could say about it is, like, obviously the quality is significantly lower than Legacy, and probably a midway point between Legacy and the Zap Project, because the Zap Project isn't going to have die-cast parts, but it will have really good articulation, and the detail looks rock solid. So my hope is we can check that out next. But until then, we'll have to look at all the weapons, the Dragon Dagger, and all that fun stuff. Thank you for checking out the stream space. I'm Pydera. You can find me over on YouTube, Pydera Space Symphony 4. You're watching that right now on that channel. You're watching this. I should say this, not that. Or over on Twitch if you want to catch some of our live streams, which we do 3 to 4 a week, where we're playing something. This week it's PC, and you will have already watched them by now. And you can, that's Pydera underscore 74. My cat's getting mad at me. Anyways, we're going to punch off and go play some games or something. Maybe go play some toys. I don't know. Thanks for checking out the stream space, and I will see you guys next time.